X.
Listen, I'm sorry. Like, we can use this time. We can talk about other stuff.
No, it's fine. I'm ready to go.
Oh,
I'm ready.
okay. I was.
Yeah,
This episode of This Isn't Normal is actually just us yapping for an hour straight about like life and stuff.
It's
Mhm.
time.
Here's
This is yapping.
This
this is my personal therapy session. Here's my social security number.
I was gonna say this is where we dox ourselves. We just drop
This isn't
critical
doxing.
details
Really
about
solid
ourselves.
person.
Talk about all the horrible people in our lives and first and last names, of course. And
Yes.
just really like
And full mailing addresses.
and just really put it out there. I feel like we're here for that now.
Facts.
Who can tell me what happened last time on This Isn't Doxing?
Last time
We had a personal growth montage.
You
we
did.
we flash forwarded.
Yes. Yes.
There was a town meeting of sorts. Chris is now the president. He runs the show.
Okay.
Yeah, Chris is actually now the president of the whole town, which is its own
Yeah.
independent country inside of the country that it was already in.
We named it Chrisville.
Yeah,
Can anyone
the city
actually
of
tell me what
Chrisville.
it's called?
Did we settle on Ghost Town?
You did. You settled on Ghost Town.
Okay. We settled on Ghost Town by unanimous city vote, decided by cheering louder than the other side.
It was really it's a big democratic process.
And Chris became a member of the board of representatives for the people combating the harvester entity.
Yes.
Iris founded a newspaper because there wasn't enough newspaper in town. What else we got going on there? I'm using all of my brain power to remember. Oh yeah, Cosmo became a forager, a forest ranger, if you will. She's the head of the forestry department now.
So
tell Ozma.
What?
You say kill Ozma?
Did you?
No, I
just
said
say
don't tell Ozma. I said don't tell Ozma.
It sounded
that I'm in charge
an
of the
awful
forest.
lot like you just said kill Ozma.
No, I was like, I'm not giving this recap, so I sat backwards so that I would not be picked up, and that bit me in the ass.
That said, I'm out of here. So what I was gonna do, up until like 20 minutes ago, is I was gonna do the exact same thing as last episode, all over again. I'm not gonna do that. We're not gonna do 2 episodes of year growth. I'm sorry. We're gonna very quickly summarize why.
Why?
Do you guys?
You think the people don't want that?
I don't know what the people want. I don't know. I had a lot of anxiety about doing another episode. Like, yeah, we can. I mean, it's up to it. It is up to you guys, I guess. I was gonna do like a real quick hoobity hoobla, and then thank you next. What do you guys think? I'm open to suggestions here. This is a democracy. Clap the loudest if you want to another personal growth episode. Okay.
We can live. We can live before we grow again.
Yes. Yeah. No, I mean, you guys are you're growing. We're summarizing Growth Town this time.
Yeah.
So there is actually a question that I did want to throw at all of you, which is like, where have you guys been living for the last year?
Cosmo got like whatever fancy co-mayor housing that Ozma was like appointed. Cosmo moved in. Cosmo did not ask. Cosmo may not have even been invited. Cosmo moved in, and I don't know if Ozma said anything or didn't want to say anything, but Cosmo was just like, we're roomies now.
Okay. It is like it's a little cramped. Like, nice housing in Ghost Town is still pretty small, you know?
Well, I'll make it clear. This was definitely Ozma's house. So Cosmo took like the spare room, or like sleeps in the living room, or like commandeered like a closet or something. So Ozma has like the main room, and she didn't steal the room, but she did become her roommate.
Okay.
Maybe against her will.
So Cosmo's living in a closet for the last 2 years. What's Chris been up to, living wise?
Chris definitely lives with Mouse, so he doesn't get empty nest syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the other like, Hawthorns live there too, or is that like too weird?
No. That's too much. That's too much.
They're
I
on
barely know these
they're on
people.
their
Those people are
own.
strangers. What about your dad? Your literal actual dad? No.
I moved out for a
No.
reason.
I don't even know that guy anymore.
Literally, he fucking left me a zucchini stand and pieced out.
Quote unquote died.
Quote
Bitch.
unquote.
Uh, and Iris?
I was thinking either they picked up living with D's and the Fingies, or if the housing was too small to accommodate, got really passionate about learning how to build and then built their own little place like next door to them.
Aw, that's
I
cute.
love that.
You tell me.
Tiny house
You
living.
can have either or, Iris.
You know what? We'll do tiny house living, and I'm just like the world's closest neighbor to these guys.
You live in Deesa's backyard.
It's like, hey, I see that you've got like a nice yard. Would you mind if I put a small house in it? And they were like, wow, I guess.
Dees was like, yeah, I mean, I was actually thinking about putting like a small pond back there, maybe growing like some tomatoes. And the Finkies were like, tiny house, tiny house. So Iris got the tiny
Iris
house.
is, Iris is like, well, you know, unfortunately, I already poured the slab.
Yeah,
So
Dees is like, you did. I do see that there is a cement slab over my tomatoes. That's okay. I didn't want those anyway.
we'll grow you more tomatoes inside or next to it, between the houses, a small garden between the two houses.
Yeah, there's like a line of tomato plants between the two houses, separating your very tiny yard from the shrimp slightly larger yard. So the other thing that I want to sort of summarize is that Brad's plan is coming together more and more. And I think that's actually where I want to sort of kick things off. And I don't want to have a full conversation with Brad because no one wants to do that. So here's the way that he's kind of been laying things out. It's a little hypothetical, but he feels like it can be done. One, instead of trying to negotiate with Ogrenak off the bat and then like rescuing it after you guys push it off a cliff, just take him. Just take him as he's fallen and try and negotiate from there. That's the current Brad plan for Ogrenak. Legendaries is a little bit more put together. Brad wants to pull off a complicated heist of sorts and essentially put you guys in a reflection game round that was destined for hell. So you can go get legendary. And after that, he was kind of talking about maybe killing legendary again with some dairy. Just kind of doing the old 1-2 and sending him back.
He said we have to keep it continuous. He needs to go back at some point.
Well, you guys rightfully had a lot of concerns about like what you would do with legendary afterwards on account of him sort of being a mass murderer and all that. And this was the best Brad could come up with. Just poison him again. Get him back in there when you're done with him. He doesn't need to know, right? It's legendary.
Bring him back to town and be like, oh yeah, we have like this nice like shrimpy pasta dinner. It's definitely not full of dairy like last time.
We have a feast for you to celebrate. The thingies
no, you can trust us. It won't be anything like last time.
The thingies are in the corners with like the milk knives again. Anyway, so that's sort of the current plan. It's not fantastic, but maybe it can work. And you guys have been hearing more and more the last few months that like, yeah, this is coming up soon. You guys are going to be back at it again. And Brad has scheduled a conference to go over any final details regarding your first trek to Ogrenak. He scheduled it late in the town hall, just the four of you, the three of you, Brad by four, I mean, and Party Frog. And as you're approaching the town center to go have this meeting, you hear the sound of angry shouting from within.
Man, I hate that sound. Why does angry shouting always preclude some horrible fucking adventure we always end up on?
It always starts with
Maybe
angry shouting.
But I do go to the source of the anger. I
As
bring my friends
usual.
Iris and Chris.
As usual, the source of the angry shouting is Brad. Who
Fucking god!
classic.
I almost turn on my heel and leave.
Brad is yelling at Party Frog. And he's saying, I knew this was going to be a bad idea. I knew you were going to pull something like this. And Party Frog is actually kind of like pleading with Brad. And he's like, I understand, but this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And Brad says, you went against your word, you piece of shit. And he turns towards you and he's like, oh, hey guys.
Brad, why are you yelling at Party Frog? You know Party Frog is the only reason we got out of that mess of time in the first place.
What did Party Frog promise us?
Parties?
Help, Cosmo. He promised us help. And Party Frog says, I'm not trying to rescind help. It's just, if we could just consider doing this, I really think it would work out great for everyone. And Brad says, I don't want to do it. I don't want to deal with it. We have a somewhat clear plan, and I don't want to deviate from it more than we have to.
All right, well, you're not in charge, Brad. So, Party Frog, what's your idea?
Thanks. Yes. So I've been doing some thinking the last few weeks on account of, my sort of severance from time itself. We have a unique opportunity while time is being harvested. And are you guys familiar with paradoxes?
Yes.
Well, if you can believe it, they exist in time.
What?
Even under Tempest's watch, paradoxes exist, but he doesn't want to deal with them normally. And I just think that since, given what you guys are up against, I feel like we could kill two birds with one stone and take out a paradox, and I think it would help you guys too.
Okay, what's the paradox?
I'm glad you asked, because you were sort of involved with it already. Do you remember the sky piano?
Oh yeah, it almost killed me.
Yeah,
I hated that experience.
Mm-hmm.
So fun thing about the sky piano. It doesn't exist.
That's wild because it killed a guy.
Yes, that's the nature of the paradox, but the sky piano is never created. It doesn't actually exist in any meaningful sense. It's just there, and it gets dropped on the mare. So I was thinking, we don't currently have anything that drops the sky piano, right? Because the sky piano doesn't exist. So I was thinking maybe you guys could drop the sky piano on the mare.
Okay. I don't understand how this actually helps us.
Right. And Brad, he like crosses his arms and like, go on, Party Frog. Tell him your great plan. And Party Frog says, okay, bear with me now, right? Because you guys need a means to actually drop the sky piano. So I was thinking maybe I could help you steal a classified military vehicle.
For a second I thought you were going to say you were going to help us steal a classified military piano.
No, that's
Me too.
That's preposterous, Iris. That doesn't exist. No, this is very simply a sort of, well, I guess you would call it a stealth vehicle. Something that, can camouflage itself, so to speak. If you could obtain such a thing, then you could take the sky piano after the festival, bring it back in time, and drop it on the mare. Foolproof, right?
Yeah.
Wait, so why do you want us to do this?
Because it would fix the paradox.
I thought you didn't care about time anymore, Party Frog.
I still care about time. That's the whole reason I'm helping you, is that so we can save time.
What is so other than fixing this paradox, what does this do again for the
Right. The vehicle itself could be used, perhaps, to get Ogrenak as well. Well, Ogrenak
Well,
falls out of the cliff, right? You push it off of the cliff.
and this vehicle is assumedly a plane of some kind, right? If it would fly?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
actually, that might not be a bad idea because I also wasn't entirely sure how we were going to deal with Legendary, and like the invisible jet would probably make stealing people, or I'm sorry, borrowing people, and like namely Organak, that probably would make that a lot easier.
Brad is like, you can't really be entertaining this, right?
Brad, how else are we going to get at Organak, huh?
Well, I was thinking we could, set up a camp in Blar Harbor and, kind of sneak down into the caves and have a little conversation with him. And then maybe like pray that he can cling to the side of the walls and like climb out after you guys almost kill him.
That doesn't
Wouldn't it
sound foolproof to me.
wouldn't it be funny if we had a nice conversation with Ogrenak, like, before we hunt him for sport, technically?
Right.
And we were like, "Hey, buddy, like, play along. We're here to tell you right now that we're gonna come here and beat you up, and we're from the future, but the other us's are from the past."
Yeah, that's sort of exactly what I was thinking, Brad says. Were you mocking me, Iris?
No, this was my original plan.
Oh, yes, right, exactly. Well, we don't need an experimental military jet to do this.
The jet might help with Legendary, though.
The jet would probably help with a lot of things. But Chris, what's your take?
I mean, I'm kind of always inclined to disagree with Brad. So the plane idea does sound, or the jet idea sounds good, and I think maybe talking to Ogrenak wouldn't be the worst thing.
Well, what if we got let's say we got the jet, right? Let's say we catch Ogrenak when he falls out of the cave because we pushed him. We catch him and he's like, "Ah, it's you guys." And then we can have a nice conversation. We're like, "Hey, Ogrenak, we're really sorry. Like genuinely. The past us that did that to you, wrong. And we are humbly asking for your help." Now,
Party Frog says, plus, if you cover yourself in enough herbs and spices, you can basically completely negate his mind control.
that's also true. I don't know. I mean, I'm on board for a military plane. I feel like there's really like, other than the military being mad at us, but what else is new? There's really no downsides to that because getting around in an invisible flying plane and or with like Temperina, I feel like we'd be set. And also, Temperina could just open up portals that we could fly the plane through.
I don't think her portals are that big.
Maybe not then.
Plus, if you fly it, it's going to be in the echo chamber, which would probably instantly crash it.
Got a really small plane.
I was gonna say, I'm no longer hearing the upside to the plane idea.
Party Frog says, if you can get it, I can get you out of there.
Can you also help us get other places inside the plane?
Other places inside the plane?
Can you help us inside the plane get other places?
In theory, yes. Yes, it's just a matter of getting it.
Do we know anyone who's good at stealing?
I feel like the Fingies would be really good at stealing.
Stealing a classified military jet?
And
do
if
they have like
anything goes wrong,
sticky
they
fingies?
just-
Do you think sleight of hand applies to stealing a plane?
Put it behind your back.
Just slip it in my pocket.
Brad says, let's just assume for a second that you even managed to pull this off and you managed to break into a classified military base to steal a vehicle. Who's gonna fly
Brad.
it?
Oh, Brad, you already had us break into a fucking like military base one time. We broke into an extremely secure magical prison and got a girl out.
You didn't have to fly a girl, Cosmo.
Kinda did. Okay, hold on. Let's see here. Let me just take a brief you know that here's the bad thing. I have to wait for that fast forward episode to come out because I don't actually know if any of my what I was supposed to update last time, if any of those actually got updated. So hopefully this is accurate. Mechanical repair, no. Drive, no. That's actually diving. Drive auto, not really. Electrical repair, no. Library usage, yes.
Piloting skills, Cosmo. Piloting skills.
Piloting. Oh, no, I don't have those.
Yeah, I didn't expect you to.
You could call and ask my dad.
What? What?
My dad?
I pull out a pen and a paper.
What?
What about your dad, Iris? I've known each other for years now, and I've never heard about your dad.
Well, you know, I don't bring him up because he like works in the military.
Are you like, do you hate him, or you just don't like? You're not very close.
Oh, I mean, like, just he can't really talk about work a lot of the time, and you know, I kind of moved out so I could do my road tripping across the country thing for the cryptid stuff, and then, you know, stuff happened, and I haven't called in a while, so I'm
What's your
sure
dad?
we're like fine.
What's your dad's name?
Is that necessary? Is that necessary for your note taking?
Cosmos eye twitches a little bit, and they're like, no, no, I don't. I don't have to know everything about my friends. No.
I mean, like, you know, I mean, I only brought it up as like a, you know, I mean, it would kind of be silly to have someone walk you through flying a plane while you're actively flying it.
Do you want to like steal your dad?
Uh, maybe?
Dad Hunt 2025.
Dad heist. Steals my military dad who can fly a military plane, probably.
See, I feel like it's all coming together now,
Brad is
and I'm
like,
back on board with military plane idea.
so now you want to get another person involved?
Oh my god, isn't that the worst? Isn't that just a terrible idea? More help? Oof.
Guys!
He's in the
Brad,
military. I'm sure he would know a little bit about something, maybe.
Brad, listen. We're a team. You're not our boss.
I don't want to be your boss, Cosmo. I want to help you save the world. And I'm worried
Excellent. So
about the amount of risk and uncertainty that this introduces.
I'm worried that where there is in fact not a strong enough plan in place for the actual plan to go into effect, I'm worried that if we don't have the necessary tools, if we don't have good contingencies, that we're simply going to bungle our way into further paradoxes, that we're going to piss off Organac, that we're going to destroy the timeline with Legendary and tip him off into our, like hunting of him, and that he kills us in the past, and then us in the future, we don't exist. We need a way to be in and out, and we need a way to not be seen so that time can still flow the way it does, so we can still end up here as we do.
Can you guys at least return the jet when you're done?
Yes. Cosmo's fingers are crossed behind their back.
Brad like rubs his eyes and he's like, oh man, okay. Oh jeez. If you guys are sure this is gonna help.
Maybe?
I'm like 47% sure this plan is flawless.
I gotta admit, it would help a lot if you guys took some of the planning off of this so I can finalize everything with Legendary.
Okay, so we're all in agreement then. Military plane theft.
Party Frog says, and dad theft.
Well, that's Iris's call.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can steal my dad. I'm sure I could call him and be like, "Hey,
theft!
Can I steal you?" And he'd be like, "Yeah, it's not stealing. I'm your dad."
Oh my god, guys, we can have 2 out of 3 dads.
Unfortunately, we can't have 3 out of 3 dads.
Well, we could have 3 out of 3 dads. I'm just really not sure if I want to have 3 out of 3 dads.
I was gonna say, do we even want 3 out of 3 dads?
I don't know if this might sound like horrible and callous, and maybe I'm like a bad clone child for saying this, but like I don't really know if waking my dad up from eternal death is like good. I don't
You
like.
know,
I don't know if that's
that's
a hindrance, you know.
that's like fair.
And I sorry, Brad, in advance. I don't really trust Brad's like thoughts on the matter because Brad was in cahoots with my dad and still let me go and still like didn't prep me and didn't tell me anything and totally seemed to know that I was a clone maybe this entire time and just kept that to himself. So I can be like standing like 2 feet away from Brad saying it like this.
Yeah, Brad says this seems like an A, B, C, and D conversation, so I'm gonna E myself out, and he leaves.
Bye, Brad. Anyway, yeah,
Well,
Brad
I'm glad he E'd
sucks.
himself out.
Yeah, he didn't need to be here to see this conversation. Ha 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 ha.
Says Party
I don't
Frog.
like I don't like when Brad opens his mouth, guys.
Guys, I
You
feel bad.
know,
I feel mean for like shitting on Brad, but then I also just think back to everything that Brad's done in his life and remember that he sucks tremendously.
listen, it would be bullying if it was anyone else, but like Brad did take on this responsibility when he decided to be upper management.
And he backed no offense, an evil overlord until
Yeah.
his son died and then he decided that it wasn't worth it then. And only then.
Brad is like
Yeah.
looking from the window, still listening, and you just see like a tear roll down his cheek.
Listen, Brad, once you become a better person, we'll stop holding your faults against you.
Okay.
I feel bad. I do feel kind of bad constantly bullying Brad. Are we bad people?
No, Brad's bad people.
Brad's bad.
Yeah, says Party Frog. Brad's
Call
bad.
him Brad. The way he's Brad. Brad.
Bradding all over the place.
Just bratting everywhere.
Okay, okay. So back to the actual matter at hand. Sorry, Brad. What do you think would be good for this mission? We need to get someone who can get in and out of a facility pretty easily. Do we need someone who can pick a lock? Do we need someone who knows electronic? Like, I mean, I can try and hack some stuff. I have my Hack the Cows app.
Party Frog looks over and he's like, "What on God's green earth is the Hack the Cows app?"
Well, it started as a way to like it started as kind of like open crowdsource funding because there was some like really evil cows in Darryton, and there was like this attempt put together to try and like hack those to stop them from being super evil. You know, thinking back, I just remember the threat of death, so I don't even think it was successful. But I found out that the program is really useful in other situations. Like I was hacking stuff in Heart and Stone, so maybe they should rename it to like Hack Your Parents app and not like Hack the Cows because I don't think any cows were actually hacked.
Yeah, I would suspect that this is going to be like tippy top security in every meaning of the word.
Well, probably want Tem for that then.
Tem might not be bad.
Who Ozma's probably out. Deese would be helpful, but I don't know if Deese has any skills that specifically pertain to breaking into a facility. The fingies, Iris, I think you're right. I feel like the fingies would be really helpful for some reason.
I feel like all of the, Deese does have like crime boy energy to me, but I
don't actually know
know.
if he is a criminal.
Same.
He is a criminal. He was in jail. He's told you all this.
We've been to jail too.
It's true. Twice. For 2 different crimes. One was a time crime and one was dairy crimes.
The other one was accused crimes of a dairy degree.
And
what if we called Deese and asked why he was in jail?
I called Deese.
Come again?
I called Deese on my cell phone. I let it ring, and by ring I mean it goes boo doo doo. The call cannot be connected because power lines have not been invented.
Let's take that a step further.
Okay.
Do you think your phone has power? I don't even think you have a phone right now.
Oh, I have a phone and it's solar powered.
I take my phone out and it's super dead and I put it back away. Maybe we go visit Deese.
I swear something happened to Cosmo's phone.
Well, yeah, we threw it out and I had to get a new one.
Cosmo
Remember
threw her phone when she lost it that one time, but we did get another one for her.
Yeah,
and
I
I
don't
remember
think you
specifically no, I remember getting a new one because I was worried I'd have to get a new Lola personality, but my Lola transferred from the cloud, so I still got my original Lola personality.
Also, I think the store we shopped at was blurry.
Yeah, it was super blurry in there.
No, it was not. That was a different thing. Also, you guys were in a murder game. Do you think they let you keep your cell phones in the murder game?
They better have. That was my
Uh,
property.
they got shut down before they could really do anything about closing their own doors, you
Did
know?
I look like I fell into a volcano? No, I have my phone on me.
Okay, but it's dead. You can't call D's. That's my bottom
How,
line. You can't call
how,
D's.
how could our phones be dead after 1 year living 100 years in the past?
I know. It's crazy.
This is ridiculous.
Chris's phone exploded, too.
Chris just like put his
Oh.
phone down somewhere and left it.
It's like growing
He's
moss.
like, yes.
You know,
Yeah.
Chris's phone has been dead for like most of the campaign, I think, so.
Yeah. Or either dead or wanting to kill him, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about we go and see Dees?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you find Dees, the Fingies, and Tim sitting in Dees's tiny living room, surrounded by note cards. And as you walk in, Dees is like, I really don't understand the difference between microeconomics and macroeconomics. And frankly, I'm not sure why you're asking me these questions. And Tim says, it helps with my retention. Oh, hey, guys.
Oh, hey.
Hey, everybody.
What's up? How's it going?
Oh, it's
Good.
good. We're just coming up with the world-saving plans. You guys free? Can we talk to you for a minute?
Oh, sure. Dees, why don't you put the business cards away? Dees is like, why do I have to do that? As he's like putting them together in a big pile. And Tem says, well, take a seat, pull up a chair. Iris has a bunch of chairs in their house. I've seen them. They're nice.
It's true. If we need any extra chairs for anyone, let me know. I'll go grab like as many as possible.
And is that real Canadian wood?
Probably.
Where did you get that?
Canada.
A novel concept. As as Dees comes around the corner, he says, what's up, guys?
Hey, so quick question. You have been to jail before, right?
He looks at Tem and winces and says, yeah, I've been to jail.
So like that's cool. Do you remember what it was for?
Do I remember why I was imprisoned?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you tell us?
He looks at Tem again and says, I was her accomplice.
So like on a scale of 1 to 10, would you say that you're good at like theft?
He crosses his arms and says, where are you going with this, Iris?
So, funny story. We're thinking of stealing for the greater good of the future of the forever time.
$1 million?
Well, no. I was gonna say like a military grade stealth airplane.
What?
And also my dad who works for the military, but that one would be easier because I can just call him.
Tem shoots up and is like, the dad one we can definitely help you with. That was my whole thing. I broke people out of jail.
Well, I don't think he's in jail. I think he's just like in the military in the future, so we would have to do it like quick enough to just be like, whoop.
Yeah, just like a quick in and out. You know, I could just beam him through a portal, like during dinner or something, and then whoop, get him right here.
Well, you know, that could work. It would be a really awkward conversation, but it could work. And maybe he could help with the stealing of the military plane situation.
That's fun. Yeah. Dad theft. And Dee says, I'm sorry, why do you guys need a classified military jet?
Well, so you see, it would make getting all of the people and things that we need for the rest of our mission a little bit easier.
A little bit easier.
Yeah, you know, it's like easier to get to like a top of a cliff that you push like a hive mind being off of in like an airplane than it is like walking up there, I guess.
You still got to get it out of there.
Yeah. It's also easier to deal with legendary in a jet plane that can be secretive than it is fighting him with your bare hands.
That guy could literally punch people across cities.
I know, that's why it would be safer to do it in a jet.
I think you'd still get punched across a city, just in a
Yeah,
jet.
but then we'd be in a jet and it'd be safer.
Chris, are you really on board with this?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any better ideas. And dad
Oh,
theft sounds kind of fun.
oh, Dad.
Listen, the
And also,
dad theft
like,
would be way easier. Tem could just do that right now. Or
yeah,
like
but
over dinner.
don't do it right now. And also, you know, like having a cool military jet would be fun.
Would be
So I
It
mean,
would be
fun.
fun.
it
Yeah.
would be. Would it not be fun?
Oh, guys, I can't let you do this by yourselves.
So you're coming with us.
What a good friend you are.
You're the best friend ever.
Chris like puts
Oh.
his arm around Dees. He's like best friend.
Why is it always
Best friends
something?
stick together.
It's never something normal with you guys.
It's like
Of
it
course
will.
not.
This isn't
D-
normal.
But these we met each other playing like a murder game. We met each other playing like brain dream connection spiritual fighting demons game, the game. Sorry, the blood sport.
Let me just ask you guys this one thing.
Uh-huh.
Was this Brad's idea?
It was actually reverse Brad's idea. He didn't like this plan.
Brad actually did hate this plan like a lot.
Am I coming through?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Discord froze and is not responding, so I'm just gonna hope.
Oh, it will
Oh, there it goes.
probably crash.
It's okay. It came back to life mysteriously.
How
My Discord has been
mysterious.
doing that lately. It'll try to crash like 4 times and then be fine, and then it'll go away forever.
D says, all right. If Brad doesn't like it, I'm in. Yeah. How hard could it be?
Well, don't
Well,
say that.
we'll start with Dad Heist and go from there.
Tem
Dad
says,
heist. Dad heist.
Tem says, it's very simple. Yeah, we'd basically open a small portal here, open a small portal where Dad is. Iris, I'll need your help with that one. And then we can just kind of like, just grab him, you know?
Yeah.
We can go to Womburgers. Have you guys been to Womburgers?
No, not us. I don't think so.
Oh, you'll love
It
Womburgers.
sounds so familiar, but I don't think so, no.
It's out of this world.
I have a sinking feeling it's quite literally out of this world.
It is, yeah. Well, cool. You guys want to help me study for being a big business lady?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, this is so exciting. You know, and she's like rummaging through the her note cards, and she's like, ever since that weird IRS agent told me I was going to lead them one day, I was like, well, Tem, you don't know a lot about business, and you don't know a lot about leadership, but you do have a lot of time. So I've been learning.
Well, that's really good. How's it going?
Yeah, how's it going?
Do you guys know what macroeconomics is?
Kinda.
It's like microeconomics, but not.
Like bigger economics than like the large scale economics.
That's like bigger economics. That's sort of where my knowledge is at right now.
More than
Oh,
me.
so you're just in big town.
I'm in big town. I'm in big business girl town. I gotta get to like girl boss territory, you know?
Well, let me be
Well,
100%
fair.
frank with you. You already are there in your vibe, but maybe not in your knowledge. So like you're halfway there. So don't sell yourself short.
Yeah. Well, I gotta figure out like all the business rules so that way when I'm finally Boo's boss, I can just like suspend him for like 5 years or something
That'd be
That
fucking
would be so
hilarious.
funny.
for being a future dick.
Yeah, I mean, he
Yeah.
absolutely it was an asshole the last 3 interactions. Particularly the last one. His dad still cries about that shit.
That's so sad. He's like a sad little man. Have you talked to him?
I've talked to him so much because this is mean. I feel like I'm using them. I just really want to understand Boo because I know we're not going to see the last of him. Like I know he's coming back, and I really just want to have better the upper hand in the conversation because I
Yeah.
feel like every time he shows up, he just beats us up.
Yeah, I mean the girl's really nice, but the guy he's upsetting. You know, there's just something about him.
Well, he's permanently sad. He's the world's soggiest man. Have you ever? He looks like a wet cat.
He is a wet cat. He's just always wet. Have you noticed that?
Ew.
I've
He's
seen
No.
wet cats before, and he looks like exactly like wet cats, actually.
I form binoculars with my hands and I like zoom in on wherever Anderson Rivers is.
There's a rain cloud just specifically on him.
Oh my god. Oh my god, someone cursed him. That's so funny. I mean sad. That's so
Tem says, "Yeah, I had to like stop talking to him because he bumps me out, you know."
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, classified military jet heist.
Yeah, dad theft.
Dad theft?
Jet theft.
So it's dad theft first and then jet theft.
Yes, because dad is going to drive the military jet because we realized none of us have piloting skills.
That's a good idea. So do you guys know anything about like the military base that you're going to or like how you're getting into it?
Look at Iris.
So like I figured that if he's still at the base that I think he's at, I've been there like a couple times. So like maybe I could just walk in and be like, "Hey, I need to speak to my papa." And then they could like, I don't know, page him and then we could just like grab him and get out of there.
No, not dad heist. Vehicle heist.
Oh. Well, you
Oh.
know,
I feel like dad will know about that, right?
I think dad would know the layout of the base better, yeah. And he could be like, yeah, they keep all the airplanes in the airplane location, and it's right over here.
You think
That's where we keep the airplanes.
You think Peepums has classified military knowledge of this specific operation?
Well, maybe.
I'm just saying, a little reconnaissance never hurt anyone.
That's a good point. Okay, so recon dad hunt, or wait, is it recon dad hunt and then double recon jet hunt?
Quadruple recon.
I think we should do 4 recons.
We do 4 recons.
Steal dad.
2 for each mission, and then we steal dad, and then we do 2 more recons about jets.
Yeah, we could go to like jet classes.
Do you guys think like the military base has like a gift shop with like a map?
I'm almost certain it has a gift shop with a map in it. I feel like it has to.
They usually have those, don't they?
Yeah,
they almost always have gift shops. And the weird thing is they like hide the military secrets in the gift shops.
It's like kind of crazy.
It's like a scavenger hunt on the back of the map, I think.
Yeah, it's literally they just I think you're right. I think we have to break into the gift shop.
Okay.
We don't even have to break into the gift shop. We could just go.
Yeah, we could just
I was going to say
because it's a gift shop.
Well, hear me out. If the worst case scenario, one of us distracts the probably cute military attendant, and the other 3 to 5 steal the map.
Or we could buy the map.
What if we don't have any future money?
Well,
we could steal future money, and then we'd have to do another few recons to scope out the bank.
Wait, hold on. Iris, do you think your dad would have like future money?
Can we borrow money from your
in the
dad?
future and he's there. He probably has money. So we
Instead
could
of
just
stealing
like
from a
call him
bank.
from the front desk or whatever. You know, like when you go into a shop and like your parents go missing because you got distracted by it, like a cute like ring pop or something, and then you're like, "Oh my gosh, my parents have gone missing. Someone's stolen them." So you go to the desk and you're like, "Hi, could you page my father, please?" And they're like, "Of course we can do that. We could just do
Yeah,
that, but like with my dad on the military base."
I think that's. So wait. Are we stealing dad first? All of our dad? Are we stealing all of our dad and then getting a map, or are we?
I
Are
think we have
we?
to steal collective father first.
Okay. 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 Yeah, and then we can get a map. We can just buy the map because they have those,
And
and
the map will tell
then
us
we
exactly
steal the
where the
jet.
classified military jet
Yeah,
is. Exactly.
it'll have like the star that says you are here, and then over in the corner it'll be like highly classified jets are here
Highly
in this
classified.
hangar.
Classified jet department. Yeah, everyone knows that's exactly how the military does it.
Mhm.
I think this is foolproof.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are
You think the gift
smart.
shop? Yeah, I mean, yeah. When it comes to stealing, we're pretty smart.
Question: when I'm leader of the IRS, should the IRS have a gift shop?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Definitely. Because think about this.
Cuz like
You can make magnets with your face on it. Or if you don't want that, you can make magnets out of specifically your wormhole styles.
I could make
Ooh.
magnets out of Dirty's face. And Dees is like, I don't know. I'm not working for the I. That makes no sense. Please don't do that.
You could make magnets that are the crossed out what your original names were, and then under that is like a fully uncrossed out version of your current names.
you
I
could
also have a suggestion for a magnet. Can you have like a like booze face, but it's got like the red line through it? So it's like no booze.
Tem is furiously scribbling down notes, and she's like, "These are incredible. We're gonna make a killing." Shoot,
also you have to have a gift shop because what if we need to break in one day and steal your confidential secrets to
I
save the
know.
world
How is
again?
anyone gonna steal my confidential secrets if I don't have a gift shop with a map that points to them?
Yeah.
It's a common mistake that these people make. They don't put the gift shops in with the confidential secrets. Yeah. All right. This is happening. This is happening. Dirty, I do need a book about how to run a gift shop. And D says, how about we like get the basics down first? And Tem is like, gift shop, come on, gift shop time. All right. Well, you guys just let me know when you're ready to dad heist, and we'll go steal us a boy. We'll steal us a whole man.
Yeah, I think our original plan of like dinner time would work. Like a little dinner and then a little dad heist.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
we could give ourselves like some more time, but like I'm fine with that.
yeah, whenever. It's all good. 'Cause, I mean, it's time, right? So future dinner dad time is not future dinner dad time is whenever we want it to be.
Yeah.
I
That's
do have
true.
I do have one question about the dad heist. Like actually serious question. Because Iris, you said you were gonna call your dad to let him know, but like we ain't
Yeah,
got
and then
no
I
phone.
remembered that like my phone's super dead and it'd be like more inconvenient to find a charger than it would be to like find my dad, you know?
I have an idea.
Oh.
It's we can leave a note on the military base for your dad so he finds it in the future.
True.
Dees is like, what? What do you mean?
You
Like,
know, we could also like leave it at uh like one of my future houses.
Mm,
it could be like one of those things where like you write a letter and then by the time it reaches him it's all old and like weathered because like it
Yeah,
was
drop it
sitting
off at the
around.
post office like now and be like, deliver this to my dad in the year this year at this date. And then the post office is like, oh my gosh, a quest that we'll never get to see the end of, but someday some post office will have this and be like, oh my gosh, It's finally the year that we have to give this parcel. It's how exciting.
It'll be like a time capsule, and they'll frame it on the wall until the time comes.
Yeah.
You could put it in a time capsule, and then it gets dug up, and they're like, "Oh shit, I gotta deliver this letter."
To Dad.
Because it's illegal
Oh
to
my
open
gosh.
someone else's mail, you know?
It's
True.
someone's mail that I've never heard of before. I have to go deliver it because I'm bound by the laws of this land.
You
I
just
can't
gotta
open someone else's mail. This is federal property.
you just gotta put one of those forever stamps on it, because those things are forever.
It's true.
They don't have an expiration.
Guys, I love this plan.
I
Our
think
plan
this is
flawless,
foolproof.
actually.
All right, Iris, why don't you go write a letter to you and set it, and you set it for when you want it to be delivered, and on that day, we're gonna go kidnap him.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Wouldn't it be funny if I just wrote like "I'm behind you,"
I see you.
like with like a little like raspberry face, like little tongue out, like hee hee.
Aw, I don't know your dad at all, but I bet he would love that. I feel like most military people love jokes.
You're so right. I think he would love that. I think I'll do that.
If there's two things I know about the military, they love jokes, and they love declassifying military secrets in gift shops.
To people who don't, to civilians who will use them for their own selfish purposes.
It's true.
They just love that stuff. No, Iris,
Guys,
that's a great
is a great
idea.
plan.
All right, let's follow through with this really good plan, guys.
Okay, I have one request. Nobody tell Ozma until I tell Ozma, because Ozma might not like this plan.
Unfortunately, I think I already sent her a letter 200 years ago. I'm just kidding. I haven't been further back in time than this.
I was gonna say, like, Cosmo's face like pales for a second, and she like glances at their shared house, and she's like,
Oh no.
I just want to spin this in a way that I think Ozma won't yell at me for, because as much as I love this plan, I do notice that there might be a few problems, but that's okay, because blind hope, perseverance, and good luck will see us through. And if there's one thing we have, it's good luck.
Yeah, I agree. You guys are lucky as fuck.
I mean, I feel like we should be dead by now with all the things we've been through.
That's funny
we're
that you
not.
say that, because I was gonna say I think we might be here still because of luck, as in like alive. So
the harvester like became time and somehow hasn't found us back here, even though she was here herself. So like,
Oh,
well,
Harvesty
she
just
have
doesn't have
jurisdiction here.
got no jurisdiction here. That's why we're safe. It's not that she couldn't come here and pay us a visit. It's there's no point. The harvester is in the future, not here.
Yeah. Like she could come here, but like why would she? Because she's already got us in the future. We only live so long.
That's true.
Yeah, eventually, I mean, you either die or you come back and try to harvest. Well, not harvest, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and she kicks up her feet and says, "You guys go write your letter, and you let me know when we're heading out."
Okay, see you later.
Thanks, Tim.
Toodles. Bye, Tim. And she waves you out.
You guys want to come to my place?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Take like 10 steps into the yard, and I open the back door.
Man, what a commute!
Yeah, it's like
killing me.
It's like really rough when I need like a cup of sugar from the neighbors. It's like a hike.
You hear Deese call out, "Stop coming over here for sugar. We don't have any more."
Stop having it when I need it.
Okay. I won't. You can have it.
Maybe if they stopped having sugar when I needed it, I wouldn't go over, but they're never gonna get me to not come over. I like hanging out with those guys.
I was gonna say, you would find a new reason to be over there and ask for like coconut rock sugar or something if they were out of granulated.
It's true. If they were out of granulated sugar, I think I would maybe ask for like coconut sugar or cane sugar or like rock sugar.
delicious rock sugar.
I definitely
Salt,
think
maybe.
that you could get coconut sugar in like the middle of bumfuck nowhere in the 1930s.
Definitely. Like, for sure.
I think that's probably very realistic.
Yeah.
They were all about, you know, their healthy stuff in the 1930s.
They loved
They
that
were health
shit.
vets.
They
Yeah.
ate it up, pun intended. I I think that's where we're gonna wrap things up for today.